1,04,735 reviews out there on YouTube, but I'm adding my plus one, okay? Everybody, and welcome back to my channel. I am Shweta. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe. Hit that subscribe button right now, right now, and hit that little bell next to the subscription button so you will be notified every time a bloody new video goes up. As simple as that. Also, I'm all over. My God, my earrings. Anyway, I'm all over social media, so come and say hi because I'm a lot more active on Facebook and Instagram. If you want to hear me rant about life and another general stuff, then you can follow me on Twitter as well. And if you want to see some crazy side of me, then you can follow me on Snapchat. Two giveaway that is happening on my channel. It is the Huda Beauty lip strobe that is getting over in another 6 days, and the other one is the Nykaa, huge ass Nykaa giveaway that is getting over on the 1st of August. All the rules and regulations are there written clearly, guys. It can't get clearer than that. It is for you plus a friend that you get into my channel who subscribes over here on YouTube, as well as follow me on Instagram. It is all there. All you have to do is write in the word participated. Your friend has to write the word participated. Both of you have to give your Instagram ID. That's it, and I will choose the lucky winner on the 1st of August, and you can shop till your heart's content, whatever you want from Nykaa. 1,04,735 reviews out there on YouTube, but I'm adding my plus one, okay? Because when I asked on Instagram, on my Insta stories, whether you'd like to hear my point of view, my God, the response was like, yes, 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 yes. And half of it was like, because you're not sponsored. I was like, thanks. All I want to tell you is Jaclyn has done an incredible job out here. Now, I should start off with the review. This is the box of the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette. At the back, this is who Jaclyn Hill is. If any one of you have been living under a rock, then let me just tell you, she's an established makeup artist, YouTuber, a huge beauty influencer. She's the one who did her collaboration with Becca Cosmetics and came out with the famous champagne pop that just took the makeup world by storm. However is your feelings towards Jaclyn, keep all that aside and look at her on a businesswoman point of view. Look at what she has achieved and where she's reached with her collaborations, with the way she's taken her YouTube channel. It is very inspiring because there's a lot of idiots on the YouTube community, YouTube space, who just watch you do nothing in life but to sit behind a computer screen and become keyboard warriors. The moment someone does really well, women are women's own worst enemy. They just don't like to see another woman succeed, and that is the sad reality. Now everyone is irritated with Morphe because they have so many affiliates and sponsorship going on. Nobody knows in the YouTube world what to believe in anymore because there's too many affiliates and too many sponsorship, which also you shouldn't be hating because that's the way a YouTuber earns her bread and butter. Now, for me, from the very beginning, the 350 palette from Morphe has been my absolute favorite. You guys know, if you followed me for some time, if you have been there since my first journey into YouTube, you would have known that I always take the 350 palette, and lately it has been the Anastasia Beverly Hills that has taken over. Now, Morphe 350 palette or Morphe any eyeshadow palette was created to give you quality products for a very affordable price. So that is why Morphe created 35 shadows, and they're giving you a lot more eyeshadows for a much more lesser price. My only problem with Morphe is their ridiculous shipping rate, and when it reaches you, you will be paying a huge custom fees that could even go to about 15 to 16 pounds. 35 beautiful eyeshadows for $38 is a bargain. It's a steal. This quality of it also, you would know, is completely pressed differently, just like what Jaclyn said. It is pressed the same way that high standard quality eyeshadows are pressed, like Anastasia or Makeup Geek, because you can feel it in the texture of the eyeshadow. This is the 350 palette and this is the Morphe one. Now you can see that most of the warm tones out here in the 350, which is my favorite, is also there in the Jaclyn one. So what I like about Jaclyn, if you're thinking of whether you should pick up the Jaclyn palette for $38 and this is for $32, I'm quite surprised, very surprised that Morphe did not hike up the price because it's a Jaclyn collaboration. Because let's be honest, no matter how much they hike up the price, people are still going to buy because of the Jaclyn name. Now, just like the 350 palette, you're getting the warm tones, but what I love the fact about this eyeshadow is she's broken down the monotony of warm tones, which is, there is like an overdose of warm toned eyeshadows from Urban Decay, their latest palette, which is also beautiful, or Juve Olivia's Place or Modern Renaissance palette, including the Huda Beauty, you know, Rose Gold edition. I like the fact that Jaclyn wrote that with, you know, aqua colors out there. So can you see that? You've got your cool tones as well as warm tones. So, you know, people can just enjoy this palette. All in all, create different eye makeup look, and they can just play along with it. They don't have to reach out to something else if they want a black or they want a blue, because this one has got it. Now the consistency of this, guys, the matte eyeshadows are like butter smooth, you know. Let me just show you. If I have to take just one small swipe of beam, this is how intense it is. Or if I have to take a small swipe of the red one, what I have applied on my eyeshadow, this is how intense it is. It is so buttery smooth. You can feel how baby soft it is when you touch it. And including the shimmer eyeshadow, let me just show you Pool Party, which is my favorite. I'm just going to swatch it, and this is how intense Pool Party is. One of the best colors from the entire palette, and this was one of the main reasons I wanted this palette so much, because Pool Party is so beautiful. Can you imagine creating your makeup look with this? Now the shimmer eyeshadow, I noticed that if you take a flat blending brush and you pack it on, it packs much more better, just like the matte eyeshadow. When you blend it also, it blends really beautifully. You need really good blending brushes to use this palette. But before the shimmer eyeshadow, if you use your setting spray, it just packs on incredible. And if you use your fingers, even better. Okay, the intensity just pops when you use your finger. Now for the matte eyeshadow, what I noticed is the color payoff is incredible, guys, but the way this blends like a dream. And I can't fault this palette in any way. The only things that I am quite iffy about is their shipping rate, like I mentioned. Once again, I'm mentioning. The second is inside, they should have attached the color chart right inside the palette or behind the palette, because it comes in a separate, you get a pamphlet that is separate, which is quite irritating because I have a tendency to lose my things. So now I have to just take a super glue and just attach it right at the back. The second most irritating thing is that it is not laminated. I'm talking about the box of it. It's really beautiful. You've got a signature out here. When you open it, it's that usual, I dedicate this palette to all my subscribers. You know, you've seen this 1,000 times, guys. Or behind it's Morphe into Jaclyn Hill. But the only thing I'm irritated about is, look at that, it is already dirty because it's not laminated. I heard that Morphe is restocking this baby on the 19th. So if I were you, I would not pick up any other palette but the Morphe, you know, the Jaclyn one, because it is totally worth it for sure. And if you do not get your hands on it, then you can go for the 350 palette, which is my second favorite from Morphe. It was such a pain to get this, guys. My suggestion to you is do not go on the mobile or your iPad. If you have a computer, it is, for some reason, a computer works much more faster for you to get, you know, go into the website, get your product and just check out immediately. So this is my review on the Morphe palette. Like you guys said, I'm not sponsored, god damn it. And now we shall just get into this eye makeup tutorial. I'm just going to show you how it has swatched on my eyelids, and I'm going to show you how I got this eye makeup look. And after that, we shall talk a little more in detail about my thoughts. Yeah, so let's go. So before I start off my eyeshadow base, I always put some compact powder or some foundation, but preferably a compact powder so that there's no crease line. So first I'm going to start off with PUKEY, and with my Morphe M433 brush, a huge blending brush, I'm just going to put that all over my eyelids. You can just make out immediately how pretty the mattes are. So easy to blend, and the color payoff is absolutely great. These transition colors, there are very few in this palette that does not pop on our skin tone, but all in all, it's great. On my crease line, I'm going to start off with Crimsicle, and I'm just going to put that only on my crease line. So the brush that I'm taking has a nice pointed edge, and this is the M506, another Morphe one. I love the Morphe brushes. And I'm going to make sure that I add that a lot on my crease line. The color pigmentation of this is also great. It's very intense and so buttery smooth. And it blends like a dream, you guys. That I'm just going to take a little bit of the loose powder, because I did notice that few of the eyeshadow have got a little kickback. Okay, so all over my eyelids, I'm going to be putting Hans, which is almost like a burnt, you know, red-orange kind of an eyeshadow, and I'm only going to put that on my eyelids leaving my crease line alone. I'm going to take the blending brush and just blend that all together properly. See, when I pack it on, it's more intense. Now I'm going to go back to Crimsicle and just define the crease line a little more and clean it out. Now in the middle of my eyelids, I'm just going to put a pop of shimmery eyeshadow, and that is Crayon Apple. I'm going to see how it performs without the setting spray. You know what? It works really well. But I'm also going to now put a little bit of setting spray. My God, that is intense. A flat brush obviously works, or your finger. Your finger, when you swatch it with your finger, can you see that? It is a lot more intense. Which is something I hate, guys. I don't like, you know, putting my finger on my eyes or my eyelid, because it just catches a little more germs and it can make the palette a lot more dirtier. Just clean that out by blending it. There is fallout, but it's not too bad. Now underneath my eye, I am just going to wear a bit of chip, and I'm just going to smoke my waterline because there's going to be a lot of kajal, guys. I'm just keeping the rest of the things all red and shimmery, but I'm going to be adding a lot of kohl. Okay, so I'm taking my Epic ink liner and I'm just going to draw a wing. This long wear eye pencil from Faces is so creamy and so intense, but it does have a tendency to spread. This is the Vivid Bright in red, and I'm just going to apply that under my eye. So before I apply my false lashes, I'm using the 17 HD mascara on my lower lash, plenty of it. Now to complete this look, I'm just going to make this orange color. This is the matte lip crayon from Faces. This is the Ultimate Pro Really Rust 07. Beautiful. I swear, if I got this, I would have included in my top orange lipsticks to have for summer video. I'm going to go back to the Jaclyn palette and I'm taking this shade called Beam. You have no idea how intense this white highlighter shade is. Seriously, look at that. It is so bloody intense and buttery and so pigmented and buttery smooth. You don't need anything else on your brow bone. So this is my favorite saree with the elephant motifs. This is very Kerala inspired saree which my mum gifted me. I've completed the look with this chandelier, you know, jhumkas that I got from Hyperficial. How amazing is this, guys? Hyperficial, you guys are the best. Thank you so much for this. This is absolutely amazing. I love the boho girl, you know, her sense of style, because it's very me, very gypsy like, and she is one of the main models, and I also think that she is the co-founder of Hyperficial, not very sure. Anyway, all of the links will be there in the info bar, and plus this nose ring, which is the tribal nose ring that they sent me. So all the products that I use, like for my base, I mix the foundation NYX and the ordinary foundation. The NYX Total Control Drop Foundation is now released at Nykaa, so if you're looking at buying it, then you can check out my review. Like I said, on a price point of view, the quality is actually amazing. There are few that are a little inconsistent. There are few mattes. I mean, you will make out when you swatch it, when you blend it, you know, which one it is. For me, you know, there were few transition colors that just does not pop on my skin tone. The royal blue was the one that was slightly disappointing. This one, this blue color, but it still works really lovely, guys. It has a great mix. It is a palette that is meant to help each and every skin tone, and I just love the fact that it is a warm tone, a cool tone palette. I mean, everybody can enjoy this palette for sure. I think she has done a great job. I think there is nothing to hate on her for it. She has done a brilliant job with Morphe, so congratulations, and I think it is totally worth your time and your effort and your money if you get your hands on it for sure. So that's about it. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial as well as my review. Let me know if you're thinking of buying it. I think they're stocking it back in another 2-3 days on the 19th or something. So I shall see you very soon. Bye.